It's amazing to have you today, Nikhil.
Thank you.
Sir. And you are one of the most respected and looked up to GMs in the industry, and you've had
Thank
a
you.
fabulous career, and you've been a fantastic mentor to me too. So what does it take to become a GM?
So Nasir, you've been a GM too, so I'm sure you know the answer to this question better than I do because you were doing a great job. But I think what is important really is, first of all, you have to have the basic knowledge. You're going to run an operation. If you don't know how the operation functions, if you don't understand the nitty-gritties, if you don't have the theoretical knowledge of it, it's not going to really work well, because that's what you apply, right? I mean,
Right.
no matter how much practical you do, at the end of the day, if you don't understand the basics, then you really can't. And that's why we play a part as hotel schools. We come in and teach people the basics, and then of course send them out to work in the real world. So I think that is one. Of course, there are attributes of personality where you have to be amiable, you have to be happy with people, you have to learn to get along,
Right.
you have to understand feelings. At the end of the day, we are in a business of managing feelings, right? The product is just one element of what we do. At the end, where we deliver, and very often when we have these discussions about luxury and it's how you make people feel.
Correct.
That's what it's all about. Otherwise, a tent in the Amazon forest can't be luxury by traditional logic, but it is. They probably charge you higher rates than any fancy hotel in Tokyo.
Correct.
So it's a people business. You have to know how to work with people, understand people, be it your team, be it your guests, be it your owners. I mean, all stakeholders have to be managed. So it's a lot about people. And of course, you have to be mindful of the fact that you're in the hospitality trade. How are you conducting yourself? How do you dress? How do you behave? How do you carry yourself? Are your shoes properly polished? Is your hair properly combed? Because we are on a stage.
Always.
No matter what you say, at some level we are on a stage. So we have to make sure that we dress the part.
To top it off out there, the other elements that are very, very critical when Sir says the basics out there, it's integrity, it's honesty, it's about diligence, it's about ensuring that you are true to your job, and that has to come from within. It's not something that anybody can teach. It's something that you have to inspire. So because you will be tempted, there will be temptations that come your way, and you need to find a way to say no. And if there is a choice, and if any of the options has a doubt, ignore them. And that's something very, very important when it comes down to that.
I agree. And of course, there's no substitute to hard work.
True, very true.
No matter what people tell you, unless and until you are willing to really put your shoulder to the wheel, it's not going to work. Yeah,
So a lot of kids today, think it's a quick fix. I can become a general manager very quickly. Although the time span that a person took to become a GM has reduced over the
Considerably.
generations, right? Means when I was in hotel school, we saw people taking 20, 25 years.
True.
We got there much earlier. Kids today are getting there earlier. But what is a good time frame today that a person entering hotel school should aspire as a target? If he's smart or she's smart and they're willing to kind of go the way, what's the time frame that they should look at?
So look, I always hesitate to give a time frame, because if you ask me, do I want to be a general manager of a 10-room hotel on a highway, which is not really exciting, very, very vanilla flavor operation, or do I want to be a front office manager of a cutting edge, nice hotel in the city, which is doing great stuff, great food and beverage? Then, so time frames, I think, have become irrelevant, as have positions. When I was just talking to some of the students downstairs, and I was telling them that I went from being a deputy GM to a front office manager of a 900-room hotel. From a deputy GM of a 130-room hotel to a front office manager of 900 rooms. I thought that was a promotion.
True.
Right?
And it was, yeah.
It was, because look at the responsibility. So I think it's important to look at what responsibilities you are handling, what you are learning, and what you are delivering, able to deliver, not just delivering, but able to deliver on a daily basis. I think that's more important. Designations come and go. Nowadays there's so many hotels which the GMs are called vice president, senior vice president, but at the end of the day, the responsibility and role is the same. So it depends on what's important for you. For me, the responsibility was always more important. The hotel, the location, the designation did matter, but not so much. So like in my last assignment was possibly one of the most difficult operations I ever did, but I was general manager. But the work I was doing was huge.
And it was a phenomenal problem.
Yeah,
right?
it was
The
league.
aspects that you had to do and
Yeah.
the elements you had to do was phenomenal.
The learning. I mean, today I'm in the wellness business. It's because I learnt in that assignment. If I had not done that assignment and said, no, where will I go? Rishikesh, this, that, I may not have been able to do my own work today.
One message for students who are joining hotel management or about to join the industry. One message from them. From you.
Oh my God, there are so many. It's hard to bring it down to one. But look, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you say, what you do, there is no substitute to hard work. Okay, this is my constant message, and I always say that we hear a lot about work-life balance, but work-life balance involves work as well. So wherever you are, whatever you are doing, whether you're doing work or you're at life, enjoy what you're doing, be in the moment, learn from the moment, be focused, set your boundaries, see how much of life you want during work and how much of work you want during life. There is never a perfect balance. Circumstances change, times change. Just make the most of what you have and enjoy it. That's the only message I have for you. And don't get too bogged down by these, how much am I working, how much am I living. You are doing both. Just enjoy whatever you're doing. Thank you.
So if you want to become a great hotelier, see you at Lexicon IHM soon. Take care.